about selling your stuff safely online. Now, I'm talking mostly about stuff you kind of have laying around the house. If you have a full-on storefront you want, and you want to set up an e-commerce site or something like that, I teach classes on that also. That's different, where you want to get on eBay, Etsy, something like that. But this is more about just selling the stuff we kind of have around the house. I start off with this premise that we all have a stuff problem. All of us have a stuff problem. We got too much stuff. We've collected stuff, we inherited stuff, we buy stuff we don't need, people give us stuff. It's all around, right? We just got to look in these closets or attics or garages, storage units, yard sheds, cabinets, under our beds. There's just stuff everywhere. And as we get older, we realize, I don't really want to keep up with this stuff anymore. We need to get rid of some of this stuff. How do we get rid of it? And I think I have this stuff test that I do. I need to add the slide to this class. But my stuff test is everything that we have falls into one of four categories. One, it's something you want to keep because of value to you, want to keep it. Another one could be, it needs to be thrown away. It's trash. You need to get rid of it. We keep trash too long. We get rid of trash. A third one would be something you could donate. You could donate so somebody else could benefit from it. You just want to, donation. And that's a nice thing too. And then the fourth thing would be, there's things you can sell that have value, that if you can sell them to people who see the value in it, then you can make some money or get some money back for it. So everything falls into one of those four categories, but we tend to be very nostalgic and keep things longer than we need. Those roller blades from when you were in high school that you thought you were going to use again when you got older, you're not going to use those again. You're going to hurt yourself with those. So just get rid of those. There's trash that just needs to get thrown away. Like nobody wants it. No, you can't give it away. You can't sell it. Just get rid of it. Just dump it. But then, donate and give and selling stuff. So this is about selling. I live in Florida, and in Florida, we can't put anything in our attics because it gets too hot, and we don't have basements because we're at sea level, so we can't go below ground. So we do this crazy thing. We run out of space really quick for storing our stuff. So we load up our cars and trucks, we drive across town, and we take our stuff to a storage unit, and we pay somebody we don't know to keep stuff we don't need for month after month after month. And they make all this money on us, and we forget we have it there, but they're just making this money. Well, I had 2 storage units for a long time, and I'm like, what am I doing? I could replace everything in here after a couple of years of what I'm paying for these storage units. So I decided to sell everything out of it, and I did it. And I was so happy that I finally closed my second storage unit and no longer paid some stranger money to keep stuff I didn't need anymore. So this is kind of what this is about. So in that process, I got real familiar with how to sell stuff online. So we're talking about kind of turning your stuff into cash. The whole idea of selling is taking something of value and put it in front of somebody who values what it is you're selling, and they'll give you a fair price. The reason sales doesn't work so many times is we try to sell something to somebody who doesn't value what it is we're selling, right? If you don't like baseball and I'm trying to sell you baseball memorabilia, there's no way you're going to give me any money for baseball stuff, right? But if you love baseball, you'd be very interested in baseball memorabilia because you have value in it. So these platforms I'm going to share with you help get your item in front of the right people. Well, in the past, so let me pause right here. I like to ask the question, what's some stuff that you're trying to sell right now? What do you have? Just unmute yourself and share with us kind of some stuff you're trying to sell.
Some old records.
Okay. Good. Are these the 30, are they, 30, the LPs or the 45s? Which ones are they?
They're the fat ones, that's the 78s or whatever with the covers.
The big ones, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the big ones, yeah.
Okay, good. Anybody else?
I'm trying to get rid of my McDonald's collection.
Okay, all right. There's a lot of McDonald's memorabilia collection items.
Yeah,
okay.
From as far back as 1973.
Oh, wow. Wow. See, that's the kind of thing, right? I mean, not everybody collects those, but there are people that would really value that, right? And it's how do you get in front of the right people to buy that, right? Yeah. What else?
I have a lot of dishes and Christmas dishes and some old Corelle dishes and casseroles, things like that.
Okay.
Glasses, yeah.
Dishware and dishes. Okay, good.
I like to sell some a sewing machine, and I have some vintage clothing.
Okay, good. I sold a sewing machine through this, so you can do it too. Anybody else?
I have a lot of stuff to sell.
A lot of stuff. You don't want to start naming it. It's too many things. Okay.
Don't do
I
anything.
trust you. I trust you, Adish. You got a lot of things to sell. Okay, good. All right. All right. Well, good. Well, traditionally what we've done is we've tried to go the route of a garage sale, right? Where we try to sell things by a garage sale. But the tricky thing about a garage sale is that in some ways it's a little bit inconvenient, because if we live in a newer community, a lot of our new communities say that we can only have a garage sale once a year or twice a year when everybody else has it. That's kind of a pain. And then you're competing with everybody else on the street who's selling stuff too. So that's not fun. Or if you don't have a community garage sale, then you have to promote your own, and then you have to get people to come to your house, and you have to set it up, take it down. It's time consuming. At the end of the day, you're like, I just want to get rid of this stuff, and you just end up like throwing it away or donating it anyway. So it's not always that productive. And then you have these casual shoppers, and this is kind of what this looks like. So you've got this heirloom vase that your grandmother has passed down in your family, and you know it's worth hundreds of dollars, and you're like, okay, I don't need this anymore, but I know it's worth a lot. I'm gonna mark it for like $25. I'm gonna price it at $25 in my local garage sale here. And you put it out there, and it even hurts you to kind of price it that low because you know it's worth so much. And the dear lady down the street comes by with her change purse, and she says, "Hey, sweetheart, will you take 35 cents for that?" You know, she has really no interest in the vase at all. She's just trying to like think she's helping you out by hauling off some of your stuff. And you die inside thinking, are you kidding me? That thing's worth $100 easy, and you want it for 35 cents. So you kind of have that. But what typically happens in the garage sales, you know, people just swap stuff. They don't really value what it is that's there so much. It's just a swapping session of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to get the right price for that vase, if you will. So we've all been aware of online shopping and selling has grown dramatically. Why can't we benefit from it by selling some of our own stuff using this same mechanism to be able to sell things? So that's what I'm going to share with you today. So some of the advantages of shopping, selling online, right? It's real easy to do. You have your computer, your phone, you can do it real easy. We can take really good pictures with our phones and post those pictures of the product real easy. You can reach a larger targeted interested audience, not just the people that live on your street. And you can agree on a price. Sometimes people some people like to negotiate, some people don't. This process helps those that don't like to negotiate. They say, here's the price, you agree on it before they come get it, and you don't have to haggle with them about it. So that's there. All right, let me the two platforms I want to talk about are Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. Both of these are free. Both of them, I'm going to give you reasons why I recommend these two and not some others. Both of them require a free account to buy and sell. So it takes away the anonymity of not knowing who you're dealing with, and you can do all your communication with the buyer seller inside the app, the platform itself, which helps protect you as well.